Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Habib Ali and I am an ICT tutor by profession. Welcome back to another lesson. In today's lesson we are going to be learning about how to use the SUMIF function and also understand what the SUMIF function is actually used for. Okay, so for today's lesson, I'm using another different workbook. It's called Lesson 56, Revenue from Courses. I will leave a link for this file in the description box down below. So please click on the link which will take you to my website and you can download the exact copy of this file so you can work along with myself in this lesson. Now, before anything else, I want to explain to you when do we use this SUMIF function, what is the use of it. Now, if you have a look here at the bottom, well, in this file, first of all, it's just some made-up data that I've created showing the revenue made for different courses that was delivered in different locations. So different courses at different levels on different dates in different locations, showing the number of bookings and the cost per person and how much revenue was made. Now, just down here in this cell, we have calculated how much revenue was made in total for all the courses that was delivered using a simple sum function. Now, I have done another lesson discussing everything about this sum function. It is lesson number 2. I will leave a suggestion right now at the top if you want to click on that link and visit lesson number 2 to learn more about the sum function. Now, the sum function, like I said, is a general calculation of all the revenue that was made for all the courses. Now, this SUMIF function will allow us to now calculate individual revenue that was made, let's say, in different locations. So let's say if I wanted to know how much I made by delivering all the courses in Manchester, we can work this out using the SUMIF function. Let's say I wanted to know all the revenue that was made by delivering all the courses in the London location. Again, we can use the SUMIF function. So I hope you've understood now the purpose of the SUMIF function. Let's go ahead and look at today's question. So the question of the day is asking us to calculate the revenue made from each location in Manchester, in London, in Leeds and Blackpool. Okay, so let's have a look at the course revenue worksheet and let's have a look at the data. Now, on the right hand side just here, I've created a section to analyze the course revenue that was made. So next to these labels, these headings I've created, we are going to be working out the individual revenue that was made from each of the 4 locations. So I will be doing 4 examples for your comprehensive learning and understanding of this SUMIF function. Now, first of all, I will also show you 2 methods. I'm going to type in 2 of them and then I'm going to be showing you by using the insert function button. You can also do it in a quicker way. So let's make a start for the Manchester revenue. So we start with the equals just like any other calculation. Then we type in SUMIF, open the bracket. Now if you have a look at the suggestion given by Excel, the first one is asking us the range that we want to find the criteria from. So in this case, where does this Manchester information exist? Where is this range? So the range is going to be in the location column. So we need to highlight this range here all the way down for all the cells. Now in today's lesson, I have used a smaller amount of data just to make it a little bit easier for you. But remember, in real life situation, you are going to have hundreds, if not thousands of records that you will be working with. So anyway, coming back to the calculation, once we've got the range, then we need a comma. After the comma, we want to know, okay, in this range, what is the criteria we are looking for? Now, we are looking for Manchester. So, again, there is two ways you can do this. I can either click on this cell and take the label for Manchester, and it will detect all the occurrences of Manchester within this range, but I'm not going to do that. I will do it just like I have done in the previous lessons and use the quotation and type in the word Manchester. Now remember, it's not case sensitive, so you can type it in uppercase or lowercase, it doesn't really matter. The only thing you have to make sure is that you have spelled it correctly. So let's just have a quick check. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Once you have done that, you close the bracket, and then we need another comma. Once you've got the comma, your Excel is asking us, okay, what do you want to sum up? What do you want to add up? Remember, the word sum means add. So we want to add up all the sales or all the revenue that was made in Manchester. So every occurrences of Manchester the courses were delivered at, we want to add them up. Now the revenue is in this column. We want to add up every time a revenue was made in Manchester. So for example, this one here, but we don't need to do it manually. I'm just showing an example. Excel will detect each and every one of them, and it will add up those cells only for us. All we have to do is highlight this sum range, because sum range is just referring to the range that you are adding the values from to give you the answer for all the sales that was made in Manchester. Okay, once we have done that, we simply close the brackets, and if we press enter, we should get our answer. There we are. So we have made 7,760. I will use the filters again like I did in another lesson, just to show you that this amount does actually tally up instead of us manually trying to work it out. So please bear with me, we'll refer to this towards the end. Okay, the next one, I'm going to do it slightly quicker, but this time we're trying to find all the revenue that was made by delivering courses in the London revenue. So equals sum if open brackets, and then we need the range. So the range is here, the location. After that, we need a comma, and then in quotation, we are looking for the criteria this time for London. So London, it doesn't matter, remember, it's not case sensitive, so you can type it in uppercase or lowercase. Once you've closed the quotation, you need a comma, and then simply highlight the range for the sum range where you are adding the values from for London this time. Close the brackets and simply press enter, and we've got 5,380. Now for the next two, I'm going to show you the method using the function button, the insert function button, just to make it slightly quicker for you, so you don't have to type in the full function, because it does take a bit of time, as you've noticed, for us to type in the whole thing. So why not get Excel to be working for us? Now you can either go to insert formulas and click on the insert function button, or you can even simply click the insert function just here next to the formula bar, which is a lot quicker. So I'm going to do that, and it brings up the function window for us. I'm just trying to find a location so we can see the data as well. There we are. I shall leave it here. Now, if you don't see the SUMIF function in the list, all you have to do is just type it in here. So just going to type in SUMIF, and if I click on go, Excel will give me the relevant suggestions in relation to what I have typed in. So you can see here there are two. The one I need for today's lesson is the SUMIF. So once I've got the SUMIF, I just need to click on OK. And then I've got this window here. Now it's giving me 3 boxes to fill in. If you keep an eye on the formula bar, you can see how Excel is building this function for us. We just need to fill in these 3 boxes and it will complete the rest for us. So the first thing we're doing is the range. So the range is the location column. Once you have done that, it's asking us, okay, what's the criteria? So the criteria, I'm just going to type it in. I don't need to use the quotation. Excel will do that for me automatically. So this time the criteria is leads. So all I have to do is just type in leads. Now you'll notice it will add up the put the quotation in there for me when I click in the next box. There we are, you can see the quotation. And then finally, what is the sum range? I'm just going to move this out of the way just here because the sum range is just behind it, and just highlight the sum range, and here we are. So once I've got this information, before I even click OK, Excel has already done the calculation and is telling me the sum value of all the sales that was made in leads is 5,630. It's also telling me here, I'm happy with that. For me to accept, all I have to do is click on OK, and Excel has given me the answer in this cell. I'm going to do the Blackpool one as well in the same method, again slightly quicker this time. So using the insert function button right here next to the formula bar, or remember, if you want, you can use it from the ribbon from the formulas tab, but I'm just going to click on that just a bit quicker. And this time I do have SUMIF on my list, so I don't need to search for it. So I click on SUMIF, click on OK. I've got my 3 boxes to fill in. The range, I know this time, is the location. And then the criteria this time we're looking for is a Blackpool. So I'm just going to type in Blackpool. Just make sure we spell it correctly. We don't need to worry about the quotation. Excel will do it for us. And then finally, we need to highlight the sum range, the range where we are adding the values from for all the occurrences of Blackpool. Once we have highlighted that, we simply click on OK, and Excel will give it to us. So this time the answer is 11,065 revenue that was made from all the courses that was delivered in Blackpool. So click on OK, and there we are. We've got 11,065. So now, for us to be 100% sure and confirm each one of these answers, now because it's a small amount of data, you could work it out manually, I guess, and find out if these answers are correct. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use the filters here just to confirm and show you that the answers are actually correct. So let's filter the Manchester location. So I just click on the filter arrow on the location, and I'm going to deselect all of them and simply select Manchester. Click on OK, and it will filter out all the Manchester location. Now if I just simply now highlight these 3 cells, Excel does some basic calculation. You can see just here at the bottom the average, the count, and this is the sum. Now if you see here, the sum is 7,760. That's the amount we actually got for Manchester. So if I just remove this filter, 7,760, please remember, if I just remove the filter by clicking on the arrow again, and let's say I'm telling Excel to clear the filter from location, click this option, and you've got 7,760. So if you wanted to check the rest of them, you can do it in the same manner. I'm just going to do Blackpool for you. So I'm going to select the filter arrow next to location, deselect them all, click on Blackpool because that's the one I want the information for. Click on OK. Please remember it's 11,065. Click on OK. It filters out all the Blackpool location. Now if I go ahead and select these cells, you can see the sum value of these cells is 11,065. So we have got all 4 of them correct. Just going to clear the filter, I don't really need them. So each one of these answers are now correct. And this actually concludes today's lesson. So I do hope you have understood this SUMIF function. If you do have any further questions or any lovely comments, please do leave them in the comments section below, and please don't forget to like and share this lovely lesson, and I shall see you over in the next lesson. And also please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed to our channel already, and take care of yourself and see you in the next lesson. Goodbye for now.